Hi, you guys. I am Connie, and I have a free Facebook group where we talk all things traffic. How to get traffic to your website, some of the best practices. And about 2 weeks ago, we did a weekly challenge, and that challenge was particular on Pinterest. And so people posted their pins, and I kind of saw some of the same things. And so I'm not going to pull people up just one by one. Like that's what I do in my Pinterest audit. But I saw some of the same things. And so I'm going to just give some best practices on Pinterest. Okay. So we're going to go over to the phone because that's where most people are looking at Pinterest. It's not on the desktop, it's on phone. Okay. So we're going to pull it up and I'm going to give you just a few tips. Okay. I also have a Pinterest training and I also do Pinterest audits if that's what you're needing. Okay, so let's take a look right quick. Okay, so like I said, most people are coming to Pinterest from their phone, right? Like how many of us, like we have the app, we're pulling it up, and that's where we're looking up whatever, right? And so there's a couple of things that you really have to look at. And I dive deep into this in the Pinterest training. Okay. So let's give an example. Like, let's say I'm looking for, let's say I'm trying to find dinner recipes. Okay. The minute I type in chicken, okay, it's going to give me some options. Okay. This is so important when you're looking at keywords. Okay. Because this is what they're searching for. So let's look at chicken thigh recipes. So the first important thing in Pinterest is those keywords. What are they searching for? Okay, and there's certain places that that keyword needs to go into, but most definitely on this pin. Okay, now I want you to take a look at what pulled up for me. Okay, if I take a look at this first one, um, that font is really hard to read. Can I get an amen? Okay, so as you're looking at that, Pinterest reads, sorry, you guys. Um, Pinterest reads your pin. Okay, so as you're doing that, you've got to think like, is that something that they can read? Okay, up here, it's got like a ton of more keywords. Okay, so I'm going to click on easy. Okay, so now I'm seeing a little bit more of what I'm looking for, right? Now I'm seeing a couple of things. I'm not seeing that exact keyword. Okay, so if my keyword is easy chicken thigh recipes, and I would have to go in and make sure that's what it is, okay, then looking at these, it would be so easy to get to the top pin. Okay, because if you're using that exact keyword, then you're going to be able to get up there. Okay, I do it all the time, just by using those exact keywords. Okay, the other thing I'm seeing, and I don't know about y'all, but we're kind of seeing chicken thighs and sauce, chicken thighs with this little red kind of color, right? Like a little rub on it, right? They all look the same. And so as a user, I'm just going to pick whichever one kind of looks the best. Okay. If you want to get more traffic, you have to look at your competition and be able to stand out. Okay. When I do a Pinterest audit, and I talk about this actually in the training too, how do you stand out? Okay. Because quite frankly, every one of these chicken thighs looks the same. Okay. So you've got to figure out how to make your pin stick out. Okay. So what gets it above everybody else? And y'all people are visual first. and then they read second. Okay, so I did an audit yesterday and it was about Rotel dip. This is a great example. Watch. Mm, Okay, if you look at these, every single one of them, the chip is in the dip, right? So you've got to do something different there. Okay. Now, the one where it's just got the all of the ingredients in the middle of it, that doesn't stand out. Okay. So you have to really kind of plan what are your keywords and how do you stand out? Okay. Those are my top two tips. And then you've got to look at your boards. Okay. So when you're coming in here and people are pinning, then what are they doing for where are they putting it? Okay, is it under dinner recipes? Is it under appetizers? Um, if you're in like the crafting space, is it crochet patterns? Is it sewing patterns? And there's a really great way to do that using Pinterest trends to be able to find like what are those keywords. Okay, and that's what you want to name your boards. Okay. I also see a lot of people, and I know this was taught a long time ago, they're repinning other people's stuff. And that just doesn't work in 2024. I mean, I'm sure other people love you doing that because, you know, you're sending them traffic, but that isn't what you want to do. Okay. So the top three things I want you to focus on. Okay. Keywords. I want you to focus on photos, okay? You don't need to be the same as everybody else, okay? Especially food bloggers. Um, I see it in crochet, I see it in travel, I see it a lot. Okay, and then number three, you need to name your boards what people are searching for. Okay, that's just a signal. It's like doing a category in your blog post. Okay, so if you need some resources, I have a training that covers all of this plus Pinterest ads. And then I also do a Pinterest audit where I look at probably the last month, 2 months of your pins and do a written and video audit. And then I also look at your cover photo, your description, your boards. I give you suggestions of your boards. It's a lot of information. Okay. So make sure that you are doing that. You guys, in 2024, we have to be driving our own traffic. You cannot rely that Google's going to do that. Okay. So, how are you going to do that? And that's what you have to look at. Okay. So, anyway, I hope this was helpful. Thanks to everybody who participated in the challenge. And if you want in the free Facebook group, there is a link below. We would love to have you.